And in what ways did you try to heal from that, and are you still healing from that?
Yeah, some ways I've learned to heal with it is
All right.
Some truths are whispered, some are buried, and some are too heavy to carry alone. This is Spoken Truths, where silence breaks, pain speaks, and real stories finally get heard. No filters, no pretending, just truth. Welcome to the conversation.
Okay. So let's start off with your name.
my name is Mia. Some people call me Sweet or Sweet Savage.
Okay. Hello, Sweet. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 45 years old. I have 4 kids, 4 grandkids. I work in the medical field by trade. I also have a company called A&M Fashion and Creations. And with that company, it's made up of me and my daughter. We do parties, intimate decor. I've done weddings and things of that nature. Also, in my free time, I just love spending time with my family, friends, and making money.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, Spoken Truths podcast, that is your podcast, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And what made you decide to start the podcast?
Well, I was venting on Facebook, going through my healing journey, in which I'm still going through. And I was venting on Facebook about a traumatic time in my life. And in doing so, I got a lot of feedback from a lot of people, whether it was by my video, the posts I was making, or just people inboxing me about experiences that they went through. And I realized that, it's a lot of people out there suffering from different things. Childhood abuse or molestation was mine. And I just decided that it was time to do something. It was time to be heard, not only me, but other people too. So I came up with Spoken Truths, where people could have a place to come, share their stories, their healing journeys, and just to be a voice for other people that are afraid to speak out about anything that may have happened to them.
Wow, that's great. I definitely think that's a good thing.
Thank you.
All right, and what are some traumatic events, or what is the most traumatic event that has happened in your life?
Well, I can say the most traumatic is losing my mother. But before then, my pain of trauma started as a child, going through, molestation by an uncle of mine.
Okay. And going through that, how did that affect your life, and how is it affecting your life today?
It affected my life because I was filled with resentment. I was filled with anger, confusion. And I try not to bring that, into my everyday life. But sometimes it, finds its way in. And like I said, there's other things that happen to me in my life along the way. So they play a part in it too. But this was one thing that started, this pain in my life as a child.
Okay. And what ways did you try to heal from that? And are you still doing things to heal from that?
Yes. And my ways is what I'm doing now, speaking out, letting the truth be known. For years, I had no voice. When I was younger, I held it in. My mother knew, and when she found out about it, she really didn't speak about it. So it took me a long time to get to the place where I am now. I'm not healed completely, but like I said, I'm on that healing journey. My coping mechanisms are, prayer, talking to God, talking to other people about it. But I also confronted the person that did this to me. Didn't get the apology I was looking for. And sometimes you just have to be good with that. But just by me speaking to him, letting him know what he did to me, how he made me feel, how it affected my life, that did a great deal for me.
Wow. I'm sorry you went through that. Will Spoken Truths only be about traumatic events or trauma?
No, it certainly will not. Spoken Truth is a place that you can come talk about anything. Whether it's about trauma, relationships, marriages. I plan to have people on that have coped with other things, not just childhood trauma or about relationship and marriages, but different diagnoses that people are dealing with too. So it's just going to be a place to come, let your truth out, talk about anything that you want to talk about and not be judged, get some great feedback, motivation, just a great space to, let it all out.
Sounds like you have a plan there, and I wish you much success with that.
Thank you.
Yes. And is there anything else you would like to share, or would you like to tell us what we could be looking forward to in this next episode?
Oh, well, as you can see, this episode was pretty much, a little about me and about what Spoken Truth is about. The next episode is going to be a good one. It won't be me this time, but it'll be somebody near and dear to my heart, talking about, something that they went through. So just stay tuned.
All right, so you said this will be a great space to let it all out. Okay, and with that, you are looking to bring like positivity and things and such along with that, right?
Oh, yes, certainly. Yes.
Okay. But certain topics and certain things are not, as spoken on or not as like socially acceptable to speak on. So how will you deal with those comments or that negativity or that backlash that you get, from those people? How do you plan to handle that?
Well, I'm certainly, open to whatever anybody has to say, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. But it doesn't mean that I have to respond. Because each episode that we have and each topic that we have, the people that are going to be on the show is their lives, is what they've been through. Just like me, for example, with my trauma concerning my uncle, I have a family member, which is my aunt, that didn't believe what I said happened to me. She called me a liar on Facebook, and it made me angry. And, I talked about it. I lashed out about it. I was angry. But, I had to realize, because somebody told me this before I even did that it would certainly happen where somebody is going to intervene or somebody going to have something negative to say. But I thought I was ready, but apparently I wasn't, because I responded in a way that I shouldn't have, only because I was angry because I know what, had happened to me. But I'm most certainly, like I said, I'm here to bring awareness to certain things and allow other people to bring awareness to certain things, if they feel like it. And if for the ones that don't want to or can't, I plan to be a voice. So whatever comes my way, I'm just ready for it. Also, if anyone would like to be a guest on the podcast, or even if you have, anything that you would like to see on the podcast, just reach out to me through my Facebook Messenger or my email at spokentruths626@gmail.com.
All right, thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me interview you today.
And thank you for interviewing me.
All right, this has been Spoken Truths. Y'all have a great day.